Good morning. My presentation is on Chapter 6 of Yoram's Working in the Here and Now. It starts with the therapist as a group leader who focuses on differences of relationships. The therapist bears in mind that a person cannot be understood without understanding his context. These therapy sessions focus on helping clients to learn about the inner self and also understanding the dynamics of the group reduces stress. Process and context. This process begins with the therapist allowing his or her inner being to be changed in the therapeutic relationship when helping clients. There is an emotional connection that should exist between the therapist and the clients. The goal of the therapist is to keep the needs of each group member focused on the process. The group has a responsibility for self-examination. Here and now is based on the belief that clients' interpersonal issues will come out during these therapeutic relationships. The emphasis should be the present moment and its context. People usually discover feelings that may have been masked that will be seen by a certain behavior that needs to be addressed in the here and now. Though here and now is not focused on the past, when such experiences come up in therapy, it's okay to revisit them so that the past is healed. Therapist examines what has brought up these memories, how they've affected the new experiences. There are no specific guidelines to be followed. The therapist is supposed to be creative, move the group into the here and now, be innovative, focus on context, and accommodate different client personalities, study transactions within the group. Group members also examine themselves in here and then. Recognition of the process is important. Therapy is supposed to be practiced in a form of exercise or experiments while observing group dynamics. All this is designed to arouse actions or emotions that need to be addressed in here and now. Observing behavior changes when some group members are absent, when positive or negative should be observed. I liked the empty chair technique of Gaston, where you imagine talking to someone who can be your spouse, boss, or sister. The client is encouraged to start a dialogue, to provoke emotions, behaviors that might come out. This approach basically helps an individual become mindful of situations forgotten that needs to be dealt with. In conclusion, here and now works on a client's feelings on the present issues as they arise. Therapist takes the risk and practice self-disclosure, being transparent to the client. The therapist may share personal experiences that might help the client. In so doing, uh, the therapist will appear like a human being to the client and not all knowing. The therapist and the client take vulnerability of discussing what is happening in the here and now. When I was doing this exercise, I thought it was just an assignment, but looking at the content, the way it is carried out, there were certain things that I was able to deal with in my past with a relationship, maybe with family members, and it really spoke to me. I enjoyed it. Thank you.